Rent or sell may actually end up being more of a personal decision versus a financial decision. Please join me as we discuss rent versus sell your Chicago home right now. Hey, how you doing? Anant Yoris, AD with eXp Realty, serving the city and the surrounding Chicago neighborhoods. Before we begin, why don't you consider subscribing to my YouTube channel? Click subscribe and that little bell so you're notified of every new video which is released weekly. So today's topic, rent versus sell. The first thing you really need to focus on, folks, is what type of home owner are you? Are you considering either option because you're relocating, going to California or New York, etc., Sacramento? Or are you considering the option as your family is growing and you need to upsize to a larger home? In this latter situation, do you want to be handling the kids, your current job responsibilities, and the responsibilities of a landlord? That can be pretty overwhelming. Versus a relocation, you could be moving out of here and still want to have that home in your home base. Maybe you're going to be coming back in the future, and you can hire a property management firm. I've got a great firm, actually. One of my clients right now is just rented his West Loop loft. He moved out to California. I highly recommend CL3 Property Management. I'm going to post their link below. So you've really got to determine what type of homeowner are you. Second, your equity. Many homeowners throughout Chicago and Chicagoland are in a position where they're be able to realize, if they sell their property, a very large amount of equity. We recovered post 2007, 2008. The market's really strong right now. So you need to determine your equity. So how do you determine what your equity is in your home? Your net proceeds. So net proceeds are basically all of your expenses. If you go right here, I brought Sexy back. I did a seller closing costs, what to expect, all the costs from title insurance to commission to transfer taxes. Take a look at that once you can see your expenses. You need to compare that to an anticipated list price, which I can help you with, what the property may potentially sell for. And then that difference, you take your mortgage loan and deduct from that difference to get your net proceeds, aka what your potential equity is. And if that's a number that you're comfortable with, let's get your place right on the market. I have a systematic marketing plan that can help you get your home on the market, sold in a really quick amount of time in many of the Chicago neighborhoods. Conversely, if you feel, looking at the numbers, that equity is just not there, then you may want to consider renting. And I also do help with renting. Now you need to also consider, okay, what are the elements? Of course, you want to exceed your mortgage payment, but then you need to bake in maintenance. You still own the property, and it's your responsibility as a landlord to maintain the property for that tenant. So that could be up to $1,000 a year that you need to pocket away, okay? That's maintenance. Property management, as I mentioned. Companies such as CL3 could charge up to 10% management fee per month. So example, you have a $3,000 rental, $3,600, you're right around up to $3,600 you have to allocate. Then on top of that, they have, of course, the contractors and the plumbers to help, but you still got to pay for those repair fees. So you take $3,600, let's just say conservatively $3,000, you add in the $1,000, that's $4,000 for the whole year. You take that on a month-on basis, you're taking out somewhere in the neighborhood of $400. It's a little bit on the high side. $300, between $350 and $400 is going to be deducted. Is, let's say you had $2,500 mortgage and you're getting $3,000 rent, you're already getting squeezed there. So it ends up coming down to, you looked at the equity, you looked at what it's renting for. It's going to come down to that personal decision. What I would recommend is, if you're okay being that landlord and taking that responsibility on, save the money from the property management fee so that goes in your pocket, and then by all means rent. But if you need proceeds to your new home, if that's what you're planning on doing, if you're not relocating out of the state and you're going to another neighborhood, well, Let's get your place on the market. Let's get it sold. You've got those proceeds, and that would help you on the buy side. So this was rent versus buy, my latest video. It is a big decision, but I'm here, folks, to help. Please, below, I've got a contact form. Fill it out. I offer a free consultation. I'll be happy to swing by your place, check out your property. And until next video, I hope you have a wonderful day.